honestly, try honesty. No, just tell me what I want to hear, 'cause it could save us.
Scientists in China claim they've created a working prototype of the impossible reactionless engine, and they say they're already testing it in orbit aboard the Tiangong 2 space laboratory. The radical, fuel-free M-drive recently stirred up controversy after a paper published by a team of NASA researchers appeared to show they'd successfully built the technology. If the physics-defying concept is brought to reality, it said the engine could get humans to Mars in just 10 weeks. But now, scientists with the China Academy of Space Technology claim NASA's results reconfirm what they'd already achieved, and have plans to implement it in satellites as quickly as possible. With no fuel to eject, the M-drive would violate Newton's third law, which states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. At a press conference in Beijing, however, researchers with CAST confirmed the government has been funding research into the technology since 2010, and claimed they've developed a device that's already being tested in low Earth orbit, Times UK reports. It comes just a month after anonymous sources told Times UK that tests on the M-drive were underway aboard Tiangong 2. National research institutions in recent years have carried out a series of long-term, repeated tests on the M-drive. Dr. Chen Yue, head of the Communication Satellite Division at CAST, said at the press conference, Times UK reports. NASA's published test results can be said to reconfirm the technology. We have successfully developed several specifications of multiple prototype principles. The establishment of an experimental verification platform to complete the milli-level microthrust measurement test, as well as several years of repeated experiments and investigations into corresponding interference factors, confirm that in this type of thruster, thrust exists. CAST is a subsidiary of the Chinese Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation (CASC) and the manufacturer of Dongfang Hong satellites. According to Li Feng, chief designer of CAST's Communication Satellite Division, the team has built a prototype that so far generates just a few millinewtons of thrust, Times UK reports.
Let me fly, I've got my hopes, but I can hardly see why I'm still chasing. It's not worth it for me anymore. Crashed and burned 100 times, I'm lost. I just can't let this go. Every last chance I had is gone, but I just can't let you know.
The remarkable footage was captured by two naval officers on a helicopter-mounted Westcam infrared camera, typically used in covert, aerial surveillance. If you've seen Predator drone footage, you've seen these cameras in action. Captured west of Santiago at an altitude of approximately 4,500 feet, far lower than commercial airliners, the unexplained aerial phenomenon, UAP, the new preferred term for UFOs, was first observed with the naked eye from an estimated distance of 35 to 40 miles. The helicopter crew, a Navy captain and camera technician, captured 10 minutes of some of the most baffling and well-sourced video ever taken of a UFO. Described by the captain as a flat, elongated structure with two thermal spotlights-like discharges that did not coincide with the axis of motion, the UFO can be seen discharging a chemical plume at approximately 8 minutes into the video. The darker color indicates high heat, as captured by the infrared lens. A complete play-by-play of the video can be read at Huffington Post, where Leslie Kean, author of The Indispensable UFOs, Generals, Pilots, and Government Officials Go on the Record, provides an in-depth analysis of the event. In addition to the inexplicable video itself, the pilots and subsequent investigation provide a number of additional reasons to view this as perhaps the most consequential UFO sighting of the past decade. During the encounter, the pilot contacted two separate radar stations who were unable to track the object. Their onboard radar also failed to pick up the UFO and confirmed that there was no other air traffic in the area. Multiple attempts to contact the craft received no reply. For the past 2 years, Chefa has been sharing the video with experts, including a nuclear chemist, astrophysicist and video and image experts. So far the only mundane explanation offered came from the French UFO organization GEPAN, whose video analysts proposed the possibility of a medium-haul aircraft dumping cabin wastewater before landing. The Chilean researchers and witnesses pointed out a number of reasons this would be unlikely, including the lack of radar corroboration, the unlikelihood of an experienced pilot failing to recognize an airplane, and the lack of any nearby flight path scheduled for a landing at either of the two nearby airports. This has been one of the most important cases in my career as director of CHEFA, because our committee was at its best, General Ricardo Bermudez, former CHEFA director, told Keane. The CHEFA is well regarded partly because there is full participation from the scientists of the academic world, the armed forces through their representatives, and the aeronautic personnel from the DGAC, including its director. I am extremely pleased as well with the conclusion reached, which is logical and unpretentious. The great majority of committee members agreed to call the subject in question a UAP, an identified aerial phenomenon, due to the number of highly researched reasons that it was unanimously agreed could not explain it. The public release of the footage should bring new scrutiny to this fascinating 2014 sighting. After years of patently phony sightings, drone fakery and inadequate evidence, 2017 opens with a UFO sighting worthy of our attention. In September 1969, at the village of Rzeszów in the Kemerovo region, a very strange burial was discovered. During the stripping work at a coal mine in the core coal seam, which lies at a depth of over 70 meters, miner Karnakov discovered a marble casket of amazingly accurate mechanical manufacture. At the command area, Alexander Alexandrovich Mosolagina ordered all work to be stopped immediately. The casket was brought to the surface and workers began to open it by pecking on the edges of the fossilized putty. Not so much from the blows, but from the effects of solar heat, the putty melted into a clear liquid and flowed. This was a shock to all who saw it. The coffin was filled to the brim with pink-blue crystal-clear liquid. In it lay a slim, unusually beautiful woman, who looked about 30, with a fine European features and large, wide-open blue eyes. Her covering was dark brown. She was dressed in a white lace transparent dress length just below the knee. The short sleeves were embroidered with colorful flowers. Underwear was absent. It seemed that she was not dead, but sleeping. At her head was a black, rectangular metal box, rounded at one end, something like a cell phone, of approximately 25 to 10 centimeters in size. After about 10 to 15 hours, the coffin was open for all to see. The whole village came to see this wonder. However, in less than 24 hours the mysterious finding was reported in the district center. The fire brigade, the military, and militia all confirmed the discovery. By 2 p.m. that day, a brick-red helicopter landed and the place was declared contagious and onlookers pushed away. Then the authorities sealed off the place and quarantined all who touched the coffin, even those who had been standing near.
honestly, try honesty. No, just tell me what I want to hear, 'cause it could save us. Let me fly, I've got my hopes, but I can hardly see why I'm still chasing. It's not worth it for me anymore. Crashed and burned 100 times, I'm lost. I just can't let this go. Every last chance I had is gone, but I just can't let you know. I just can't let you but I just can't let you know. just can't let you know.
When I was 7 years old, my dad went on a very big adventure. He went to a land where the cold burns deep under your skin. But something happened in the snow and the ice. And when he came back, he was never the same again. His mind was a blizzard. And his heart was frozen. He was lost to our family forever.
We went down to the airport and Jimmy walked off the plane. Everybody just went, instantly apparent that the person that went down to Antarctica was not the person that got off that plane.
When governments are involved and Antarctica's involved, it's a secluded place. so I'm sure stuff can be going on there.
An alien hunter has criticized police as he investigates an incident of a suspected UFO spotted by one of their helicopters. Footage emerged in September of a circular object in the sky, caught on an infrared camera from a police helicopter in South Wales. Gary Heseltine, editor of UFO Truth magazine, says he has since been submitting numerous Freedom of Information requests to South Wales Police to shed light on the incident. Gary, who runs annual UFO conferences which attract people from across the country, claims police have not been transparent about the encounter. He said, "I've waited until now to see how much information I could obtain from the police via the FOIA requests I've submitted. What I can say is that in my opinion the police have not been as open and transparent as they could have been." Gary says he has requested logs from the force in relation to the helicopter that captured the UFO footage, including flight maps and audio from the cockpit. He claims the case bears a resemblance to another case in Chile where a Navy helicopter captured a UFO on infrared. Gary added, "I believe this British case is a major UFO event and